No, there's 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed. A child shall lead them.
To buy our merch.
Well, dear listener, you're going to see us a little bit chippy. I'm pretty frustrated, but the show will go on. Revo in the house.
Happy birthday, Revo.
Happy born day, Revo. Everybody's pretty happy. Revo's one of the foundational members of this community, to be honest with you. Not that there's, anybody's better than anybody. Yay, I thought I missed the stream for the night. No, you did not miss the stream for the night. No,
we're literally just starting, and it's a
we're
big,
literally
giant
just
one.
starting.
We've got 9 songs on tonight.
Yeah.
And Revo, if you'll notice, there's been some updates to your little man.
Yep.
I added a guitar and a background for you, and some little musical notes.
Did he have the glasses?
Yeah, Sayla made the character, like him, his hair, his clothes, all that stuff. I just added the background and the other things. The guitar. I was gonna add a little dancing person, but some things came up. All right, so let's check this out. We have, how do you say this? Sinawe.
Sinawe, Sinawe.
Metalizer is the name of the first song. Let's see what Revo has to say. Revo says...
Revo, if at any point the chippiness is getting to be too much, just call the play. We can reschedule. I want to do it like straight up for you. If you can get over the chippiness and the whatever, like... that would be great. I set the settings to the lowest settings possible. We've got 540 with 24 FPS.
Should I stop
and we're plugged directly into the
internet there?
The internet here.
Should I turn
you don't need to do anything. So just let me know. Like I hate this for you, but at the same time, like your birthday's your birthday. So it's your show, man. It's your show. So if at any point you're like, yo, this is just like getting to me too much,
just let us know.
Completely understandable, and anything's on the table, refund, whatever. Like I feel really terrible about it. So like literally anything is on the table, Rigo. Nope. I'm not gonna reschedule, Revo, unless you
got nothing but time.
Unless you specifically say so. I'm gonna get back to trying to get to one of my friends and buy a couple cleaner thingamajiggies to kind of optimize the speed here. You can't add RAM to new Max, blah, 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 whatever. It's just a fucking mess. I don't know. I'll probably buy another computer. I don't know. So let me know, Revo. Do not in any way, shape, or form worry about how I feel about the chippiness at all. This is completely for you. The only parts where my emotions come in is that you've been a very, very, big part of our community, and it's your birthday, and I want to come through for you, and I'm pissed off about that. Mm-hmm. That's where my emotions come in, but that's as much as you need to think about. So if you're good with it being like this, inshallah, it improves. But if you're good with it being like this, we're gonna definitely do it and give you all I got, Revo. But it's fucking with me, man. I'm not gonna lie to you because I love you, dude, and you've been really good. You've been really good for the community. I hate not coming through for people. So if you give us a green light, just say green light, and we'll start because it's today's actual birthday.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to read his little write up, and he talks about it.
And that's crazy too because you're an April birthday like me, so
best month.
Best month in the history of man. Happy birthday, Revo. You always have great taste. Yep. All right. So we're in green light. So Vin is going to take away his, self-pity, and we're going to get into the freaking metal.
Look, Pony got a bunch of views on her TikTok. Look at her followers. Jumped up because of the video with Gia and Bohemian.
Send me that picture.
I'm sure I didn't pronounce that right.
Send me that picture because this is a K-pop guy or a J-pop guy. Is it Korean pop or Japanese pop?
I thought it was K-pop, but
I feel like Revo would really appreciate this picture because he's into that shit. So
this one? Oh, the little pictures, the little videos.
Yeah,
Look at that. 603,000 views on it.
Holy shit! All right, Revo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys. Did you put up that video on Patreon?
We're in the wrong industry, man. Holy shit!
600.
Was that 603,000?
Yeah,
603,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Because it was a video with that guy.
Holy shit.
All right.
So
it is a very special day, as you guys know. It is Revo, DJ Revo, known affectionately by the channel. It is his birthday. So we have Metalizer is the first song on the list. And Revo says, if you remember, also send good vibes, good wishes, prayers even to Revo. He is on the mend. If you remember back on my first birthday stream, I mentioned that my birthday, April 11th, was the same day as when Seo and Boys first appeared on TV and could be considered the starting point of K-pop. This year, I have decided to celebrate my birthday, getting their songs reacted to on the 31st anniversary of this event. Oh, Revo, you're 31? Boy, didn't I think he was older than that.
No, he's saying the 31st anniversary of the event.
Oh, I thought it was the event of his birth. Okay.
No, it was the same day as when Sal Taji and the Boys appeared on TV.
Oh, right. Okay, Before we get started with that boy group, we will start with a song from the metal band. Seo Taiji was the bassist for before going solo. You've already reacted to this band's song, Farewell to My Love, off from the same album, 4. If you remember, they're one of the first South Korean metal bands that emerged when the country became a democracy in the 1980s. And this album was released in 1990 when the country had begun signing international human rights treaties, bringing it in accordance with the international community. The lead guitarist and only consistent member, Shin Hae-chul, is the son of Shin Young-hyun, the father. I feel like this. Why do you leave me in these situations? Why do you take over?
I'm not Korean. I don't know.
Yeah, but you do better than
I just butchered that African lady's name on the Middle America thing.
I saw your face.
I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy in that situation.
The father of Korean rock. I know what you're doing. Whom you've also reacted to. The members' ages were ages 25 to 18. Seo Taiji was the youngest member. All right, and then we have got the lyrics here. So let's check it out. We've got the little Revos here.
Yep, we got the little Revo there, and then we got song numero uno.
I sent you the picture.
I'm pronouncing this as Sinawe, but you can sound it out phonetically, Revo, and we'll put it on the screen for everybody.
Yeah.
This is Sinawe. I think Metalizer is the name of the song.
Yep.
Let's go. The same band as the last Imperishable Stream. That's some Vin and Sori trivia for you. And we're off. right here, right now.
Amazon account is up and running now. We are selling our formula officially. It's amazing stuff from Europe.
Made in Germany. Sold in America.
Highest standards there are. In America, the standards haven't been updated since 1980. It's super weird, like older than me. In Europe, they update safety standards basically every year. This formula is top notch, great for the stomach, great for constipation. This is a great product. If you happen to want to purchase it and join us on our journey, then grab the link in the description. If you do and leave a review for us, send me a screenshot at vinandsori@gmail.com of your review after you have received the product. We will put your name in a hat. Song reviews are going to come out by some of the people that have left reviews. Don't forget to send us a screenshot of your review once you get the product. Now a word from our mascot dressed as a pirate, Fuji.
Ah! It's the deal of a deal.
Can you imagine though being like a South Korean kid coming up under all that I mean, not necessarily oppression, because I don't really understand like what life was actually like for people in that government, but you could just assume if they're not like a democratic sort of government that you're going to have, it's going to be somewhat oppressive. So you go from that to here's this metal band playing music at speeds that, you know, you were not taught. I mean, maybe a lot of these kids were maybe like classically trained or whatever. They're able to go to a show. I mean, the guy's got the glasses. He looks like what's the dude? The dude from Sweet Child of Mine. What's his name? Forgot. Axl Rose, right? Like he's got that kind. Like he's just basically copying like a Metallica style, and then he's got the Axl Rose aesthetic, and he's got the attitude and shit. Like it's that's.
I'm looking for a younger.
Yeah,
picture. Must be this.
Yeah, like that. Like, but Axl Rose would show up to shows in like glasses and shit. Like,
okay,
it's just weird, man. Like, what are you doing? You're inside of a building. Why do you have glasses on? You see what I'm saying?
I thought people did that because they were like high or something,
man.
and they were trying to hide that.
He was just trying to be cool, man. He was just trying to be cool. They weren't trying to hide that they were high. They were rock stars.
Yeah,
but
that's
my
true.
point is like, just imagine being in that like constricted environment, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's like, boom! You get all this crazy metal, speed metal, fucking like it must have been like mind blowing. I remember when I first discovered Korn, and Korn for me was definitely the music and the lyrics, but it was a way for me to like completely differentiate myself from everybody around me, because everybody, I mean, I'm the Bronx, New York, so metal, heavy metal was like, okay, boom, like, because it came with its own aesthetic, it came with its own identity, so it was like ready made for rebellion. And I was rebelling against like, I'm wearing this nail polish because I want to. I'm listening to this music because I want to. Like, and everybody's against me, but I'm doing something that I love, and you know, like that brings me joy. And so there's a big part of like being a Korn fan. That was like a big part of it for me. It was about like being yourself. Mm-hmm. So I could just imagine being a Korean kid, and you're taught one way about propriety and all the rest of it, and politics, whatever you want to say. And then like this band comes out of nowhere with some playing at speeds that you don't, you know, like when you first, you know, this is one of the reasons I started the channel. Like when you first hear speed metal or thrash, especially like when you start on the basics of guitar and you realize like that's not simple what they're doing. Like, yeah, he's tremolo, palm muting the low E, like, but that shit is difficult to do in a way that translates to like legibility. Like, it's like you see like recording the solos, like there's so many things that like if you listen on the playback, it gets missing, because the notes were not all hit clean, because the faster you play, the more sloppy you become.
It's
and like,
difficult though. I tried to do just a couple of the things you were doing yesterday, and it was like.
Well, it was a couple hours ago.
My fingers were like...
Yeah, I was trying to get you to do it.
It was more than a couple hours ago, wasn't it?
No, it was a couple hours ago.
Okay, well, a couple hours ago, I was
sleep schedule's pretty crazy.
Wow,
I'll be at 24 hours in 15 minutes.
24.
It's 11:15. So, like, I feel like most kids growing up in South Korea look up to musicians, especially K-pop, a lot, because they believe that debuting and becoming an idol can help their families with money. That is true. That is true. I'm just looking at like the overall social context, and if you look, if you look at,
well, they were given a voice. Like I don't think that there's a lot of They haven't been able to have a lot of voice. So even in the ways that they write their lyrics to keep them, to my understanding, on the safe side. So, you know, it's still them speaking out, and I think people have been wanting that. People have been waiting. That people have been under. You know, I'm not familiar super like with their stuff. I just know that from what Revo has said that there's. Although that could be the other kind of pop. Aren't these people oppressed? And that...
Well, that's why I said, like, they were not in a democratic context. So, obviously, as Americans, we automatically assume if somebody's not living under a democracy that they're oppressed. Mm-hmm. So, I just wanted to make sure, like, I don't know enough about Korea to know that they were, like, under oppression. I just know that if you can't participate in the political sphere, then that's going to tend more toward feeling suppressed. You know, this whole taxation without representation. Like, my issues are not being represented. So when you look at a kid or when you look at a young person, this was on Kill 'Em All. Like, that whole, like, we are Metallica, here's we are. I forgot the name of the song on Kill 'Em All, but there was basically a song where it was like, you know, here we are, this is who we are, this is what we're about, we're Metallica. It's so almost like the Cowboys from Hell thing with Pantera. Like, sometimes a band will do a song and be like, yo, this is what we're about, which you don't see that a lot in metal. You see that in rap, you know, like, yo, we're gangsters, we're this, we're that. Like, Metallica, there's been a couple bands where they're like, the song would be like, yo, this is what we're about. So, you know. And then your favorite was Cowboys from Hell when they did that. When Dime was talking about coming in there.
If I Googled Metallica's, if they would have something that would tell us what
there
song
it is.
it was.
Whiplash. Exactly.
Whiplash.
I knew they'd know.
There you go.
I knew they'd know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that Pantera one.
So, run, wow, blow my face at that line. The sound of a burning engine to that distorted sun over there. Hey, you're going too fast. My life too slow. I got to escape. So there it is. Like, you're going too fast. He's saying, my life's too slow. I got to escape. And he's playing thrash metal. So the music, the speed of the music, the tempo of the music is going along with what the lyrics say. And that's the thing. Like, when you're a kid, like, you want, that's one of the things that's disappointing to me about our kids. Is like, as a kid, you want your music style to be so, like, different from your parents that they're like, what is this trash? But when I hear the kids play a song, I'm like, yeah, I mean, this is, you know.
Yeah, but babe,
it's
I
like,
really
it's
think...
almost like watered down. Like, I don't even, like, it's very disappointing. Like, I wish my kids would be into, like, some strange music. They're not even into mumble rap.
No, yeah.
Like, I wish they could be into mumble rap so I could say, what's wrong with you kids? You guys listen to trash music. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I think because we give them so much space to, like, express themselves and say what they think and what they feel, they don't feel like music to them is something that it doesn't function with them the way that it functions with other people, where it's like an expression of rebellion or a way to be heard. Like, our kids are heard all the time. Like, sometimes I'm like, yo, we've been hearing from you enough now.
That's true. Our kids are heard.
I'm like, my God, for the millionth time, I don't need to know why you put the mayonnaise on the shelf and not in the refrigerator.
They want to be around us.
I don't need to hear everything. Yeah, they just constantly, every birthday, everything, like, you guys are getting too old. You need to get out there.
Man, you crazy, Amy. Everybody, go check out that link that Amy posted. There's a vote that she does. So take some time. Take some time.
Click the link
and vote for that, please. And Amy, never apologize to me again. Otherwise, we can't be friends. Well, this guitarist's father was tortured in the 70s and stuck in a mental asylum until the dictator of the time was assassinated, and then they released him. Okay, so they were oppressed then. Like, now that we've got some extra information, it fills out some context. Yeah. I can say they were. Yeah. I was just hesitant to say that just because they don't have an American system. Yeah. But obviously, if your dad's been tortured and all that other shit, then you're gonna be a certain kind of way for sure. Mm-hmm. And that's interesting because it's like, where did these guitars? They were clearly influenced by Pantera, obviously influenced by Metallica. I mean, they basically said, this is our Metallica song, this is our Whiplash. So it's like, I wonder, like, when you're in the midst of a government like that, I could definitely understand, like, looking across, like, the globe and being like, let me find another group of people to identify with. Mm-hmm. And so, like, that gets talked about a lot, like, what we export. But I think one of the biggest contributions that Americans have made as far as an export goes is an idea. And I think we as Americans have done a pretty good job at creating a playbook where you can rebel against the government in an unbloody fashion. Mm-hmm. Like, I think one of the things that separates America is that we were one of the first people to figure that out. Like, hey, if you let people talk shit about the government, your chances of violent overthrow are minimal. But when King George didn't listen to us, then we went to jihad. So I think we did a good job. We did a good job of figuring that out, and we've also done a good job of basically propagandizing the world to believing that if you don't live like us, then you're missing out. Mm-hmm. So I can imagine being a 15, 16-year-old kid. Your current government has basically kidnapped your father and held him pretty much hostage. You're pretty much already making peace with the death of your dad because what are the odds you're going to see him again? And then you find this American music. And it's leather jackets, it's glasses, it's attitude. It'd be important, It's I'm gonna rebel against authority. All those things, had ramifications. He says, powerful rock and roll rhythm that fills the car. My burning song will burn hotly. I'm sure that was a lot more poetic in Korean. My burning song will burn hotly. That sounds like a Trump tweet.
But when it gets switched over, it makes it a little bit different. But yeah.
Holy shit! Look what Kai said. Finland used to be quite conservative back in the 70s. Sex Pistols were denied to enter into Finland. This obviously kickstarted the Finnish punk scene. Correct, because as soon as you start banning people go, well, what the fuck? What's going on over there? Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? So I think America did a good job of like exporting that idea. It wasn't King George that didn't listen to us initially. It was Parliament, and Parliament was never going to give the colonists equal status because of how large the colonies had become. So there you go. Guys, one vote will break a tie.
Seriously, Amy.
One vote will break a tie.
Amy,
click on the YouTube link, damn it.
10 different channels. I've been signing into every single one of them and going over there and clicking it. So I've been making the vote go up, like literally, like probably 10. Oh wait, did he just close the thing?
He might have.
He just ended it. He just ended it.
Oh yeah,
we won.
You won, Amy. All right, back to our regular schedule program. All right, look at her. Look, I won. She says.
Amy, seriously, that was because of me. I went in there and gave it 10 votes. Bing, and then I was switching accounts. Bing, switch, bing. I did it 10 times.
I won. She says.
All right. Glad we could make it happen. All right, we're back.
So there's a birthday gift from Revo to you.
Yep.
You're going too fast. My life's too slow. I got to escape. Now his dad, according to Revo, taught him how to play once he got out of jail.
Oh wow.
So think about that.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Super significant.
Hey man,
he would want to use that to speak out. Yeah.
Seduct.
Yeah.
Seduct. The vote is rigged. It's rigged. Very sad. Emily is crooked. Very bad. So sad. You didn't even have to put Trump on there, my guy. We all knew who that was. We all knew who that was. I did the voice immediately. Hey, you're going too fast. Yeah. Heavy metal Metalizer. Heavy metal Metalizer. Fight to be free. Break the world. See, that's the thing about like the human spirit, man. Like you're not people. Human beings were not made to be oppressed.
No.
And like the smarter people realize. I mean, our government unfortunately has realized that if you can find a way to make oppressed people cheer for their own oppression, then you're in it. But if you create this adversarial relationship between the government and the populace is always going to win because A, they have more guns than the government will do just by math, and B, even if you do things like nuking people or whatever, then you have nobody to rule over. So what's the point? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it's just one of those situations. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Yeah. So like this to me was like the Korean Whiplash. Like from Metallica, like this was them declaring this is what we're about, and it really, like, it's interesting because when I would listen to rap, the rappers would get very meta. Now, rap is a very meta sort of thing, so they'll tell you like I'm saying this because I'm a gangster, or this is gangster music, or we'll say this is baby. Like the person will tell you this is baby making music, so it's like have sex to this song. Then other people like this is gangster shit, so like bang to this song. So like you don't hear that a lot in metal. Metal is more about this is my emotions, or I hate God, or whatever. But like there are these couple songs where the band. You got Pulse of the Maggots, I think, by Slipknot. I mean, I haven't listened to that song. Maybe we've covered it, I'm not sure. But a maggot is
Pulse of the Maggots?
Well, a maggot is a Slipknot thing.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So
I remember when you first told me that, I was like, wait, I thought you were joking.
Yeah. So when you have Pulse of the Maggots, it's again like this is what we're about.
No.
Korn doesn't really have a song. So my point is like. That's the way to do it, and I can imagine that's gonna get you a lot of loyalty. I can imagine being a kid and hearing that, being like, "Yep, I'm in. This is what I'm about. I'm gonna save up my money and get a leather jacket and wear some glasses inside the house because I'm rebellious. Damn it, rebellion." What do you give the song?
I liked the vocal style wasn't my thing, but the guitar playing was really good. I thought it got really heavy. It was fast, but it wasn't fast in a like I hate this sense. It was very, very fast, and I think that the story behind it obviously adds meaning to it. That his dad would teach him the guitar after getting out of that, and all that would mean, and everything that would go into the song. So I'm gonna give this one an 8.9.
That's a big nuance by Dead End Collective. Heavy metal is not about aggression necessarily. It's about emotion. If it gets linked to aggression, it's by default. Very good point. Very, very good point. What did you give it?
I give it an 8.9.
I'm going to give it 8.9 as well. Shout out to this band. The day has just begun, dear listener. Remember, Revo, you've got the red ticket anytime you want to pull it. The day has just begun. We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. What do they say? Don't touch that dial?
Yeah, don't touch that dial.
I never understood what that meant.
That's because the TVs, it was a dial that would switch the station.
Oh, I was going to say like, what do you mean? Like
it's a dial.
the remote?
You don't remember the dial?
People have to, I don't really.
It was such a satisfying thing to twist because everything was a nice click.
I don't think, I'm not sure we've done Pulse of the Maggots yet. But here we are.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
All right, guys, commercial break. We'll be right back.